Alright, welcome to Reason Workshop. This is class 11, and we're going to go over the ID8 and basic melody skills. We'll start out with the ID8 patch overview, then we'll go through the staff, clefs, and ledger lines. Then we'll go through call and response between two notes, then simple melodies, then steps and accidentals, and melody reading 2, and finally a test. So let's start out with the ID8 patch overview. The ID8 is a very simple instrument. It's essentially a basic keyboard module. Very simple on the front and back. There's just a pitch bend wheel, a mod wheel, and then you have these different categories of instruments. So you can go up: piano, drums, synth, brass and wind, strings, bass, guitar, organ, electric piano, and then it starts over again. You can go down or up in those categories. And you have 4 different variations. So if you're in piano, you have 4 different kinds of piano sounds. You have either grand piano, then you have an upright, or a dance piano, and vibes piano. These 2 knobs controls the release, how long the sound holds out, somewhat like a sustain pedal, and then chorus. When you go over to drums, you have different parameters that you can adjust here. This is very similar to like a general MIDI drum kit. And it works exactly in those general MIDI layout for drums. So with general MIDI, it's great because if you open up a general MIDI file, then you have like a go-to thing that you can work with. It's very user-friendly. And this ID8 is ideal for today for teaching you more about the keyboard and about pitch theory. Just open up an ID8 on Reason and play along with this. So let's start out and just go over how to read music. So the staff is the foundation upon which notes are drawn. The modern staff comprises of 5 lines and 4 spaces. Every line or space on the staff represents a white key on the keyboard. Clefs assign individual notes to certain lines or spaces. 2 clefs are normally used: the treble clef and the bass clef. Everything we do in this lesson is all going to be in treble clef, also called the G clef. The staff line, which the clef wraps around, shown in red, is known as G. Any note placed on this line becomes G. The note on the space above G is A. Remember, there's no H note. The note on the line above A is B, and this process continues through the musical alphabet. G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then after the staff ends, we just ran out of notes. What happens now? Ledger lines will solve our dilemma. A ledger line is a small line that extends the staff when we run out of room. With the ledger line drawn, we can place the A. So we're going to do a call and response now between C2 and D2. Okay, so I'm going to play something for 1 bar, and then you repeat exactly what I do for the second bar. 1, 2, ready, go. My turn. You play. My turn. Now you play. Listen. Play. Listen. Play. Listen. Play. Let's go into simple melodies now. So I'm just going to give you 5 notes. We're going to start out in this octave, going from A, B, C, D, and E. Use your thumb on A, use your index on B, use your middle finger for C, use your ring finger for D, and your pinky for E. Thumb, index, middle, ring, pinky. Okay, the first melody, example 1, is all just with your middle finger on C. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exercise 2 uses 2 notes, which are going to be just C and A. So use your thumb for A and your middle finger for C. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. Now, exercise 3 uses 3 notes. So here we're going to use A, B, and C. So A with your thumb, B with your index, and C with your middle finger. So that is A, that second space on the staff, B is the middle line of the staff, and C is the third space on the staff. All right, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. For exercise 4, we use 4 notes. A with our thumb, B with our index, C with your middle finger, and D with your ring finger. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and the last one, exercise 5, uses all 5 notes. A, B, C, D, and E with the 5 fingers of your right hand. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Now for steps and accidentals. A half step is the distance from one key on the keyboard to the next adjacent key. Key 1 to key 2 is a half step since they are next to each other. A half step is not always from a white key to a black key. In this example, key 1 and key 2 are still next to each other. A whole step is the same distance as 2 half steps. So key 1 to key 3 is the whole step, key 1 to key 2 is the first half step, and key 2 to key 3 is the second half step. An accidental is a sign used to raise or lower the pitch of a note. The first accidentals that we will discuss are the flat and the sharp. The flat lowers a note by a half step, while the sharp raises a note by a half step. When typing, you can use a number symbol or pound to represent a sharp and a lowercase b to represent a flat. Let's examine the black key in between C and D. This key could be called C sharp since it is a half step above C. It could also be called D flat since it is a half step below D. Another example would be E and F. E could also be called F flat since it is a half step below F. Likewise, F could be called E sharp. Whenever a certain pitch has multiple names, it is called an enharmonic spelling. Let's start out with melody reading 2. In exercise 1, we have just one accidental, which is C sharp. So you will play A, B, and instead of playing C, we're now going to play C sharp. Then we're going to have D and E. And also, these accidentals, they last for the entire measure in every octave. This second C in the second measure is not just a C, it's actually a C sharp because it was preceded by a C sharp. So let's start with exercise 1. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do exercise 2 now. This also has C sharp. In addition, we'll have an A sharp. So play A sharp with your thumb, B with your index, C sharp with your middle, D with your ring, and E with your pinky. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So for example 3, you're only going to have flats, E flat and B flat. So let's go over the notes that you would play. So you have A with your thumb, B flat with your index, C with your middle, D with your ring, and E flat with your pinky. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4. With exercise 4, instead of putting a separate accidental before every single note, we're going to put them all at the beginning in the clef. That's called a key signature. That tells you that those notes are going to be sharp throughout the entire thing. So in this case, F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp are always going to be sharped. You just have to keep that in mind. Since we're still only playing 5 notes, the only note is C sharp. Here we go, exercise 4. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And last, let's go to exercise 5. So you have B flats and E flats for the entire thing. A with your thumb, B flat with your index, C with your middle finger, D with your ring finger, and E flat with your pinky. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3.